Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? Well, we finished Noel and now it's time to move on to somebody new. I did some jelly printing today, back to my favourite three colours, black, white and yellow ochre. Yeah, very comfortable with those three colours and I just like the way it ends up looking. So I did that on bits of brown paper that were cut from the paper shopping bags when I cut them to size for the printer. So I just sewed the two strips together that, a strip that I get from each bag together with another one and ended up with these little square pages, which are not going to fit into the new journal, but are beautiful all the same. The new journal. The new journal has sort of come into being. I had a box on my desk and this is it. It was a box from a heat pack, I believe. And yeah, I just got to covering it one day because it just seemed like a good idea. Yeah, these pages are definitely not going to fit in here. Definitely the wrong shape. That's okay. Plenty of other opportunities for them. So I began playing around with this cardboard box with the idea of making it into a cover, and I have basically covered it, and now it's time to choose some papers to put inside it. So that's what I'm going to do today, and you're welcome to come along for the ride. These pages were out of a scrapbook that I picked up at a salvage centre. As you can see, they have been used. That's not a problem for me. I will just cover up the sketches that the previous owner made. I have coffee dyed them, and I'll just decorate them up a bit and make them a bit more interesting. So it's quite thick paper, being sketchbook paper, so I will not need too many of these in there, but I will probably put only 3 signatures in this journal, and they will be about 10 pages each. As you can see, I'm just tearing off the edges of these pages. I just felt like that was the look I wanted. So not being too careful about it, just getting a rough idea of where it is and ripping it apart. Don't worry, I'll use those little bits for other things as we go along. these are out of a map book of Ireland. They're reproductions of old maps. Obviously, I'm not worried about the integrity of the map. I just wanted something interesting for the journal, so I'm going to tear these pages in half and stick them together down the short sides to make 2 pages out of each page. So just for a bit of interest, and yeah, use the things up that I have, because I have many things. many things. this is very thin paper, like onion skin paper almost. It has a tendency to stick to itself once it's coffee dyed, so I get quite a few ripped pages when I coffee dye this. I only have a limited amount of it. I thought I would put a few pages in this journal, and yeah, the ones that are torn don't get thrown out. They'll get used to cover text or whatever on pages. And yeah, it's just a really interesting texture to have in a journal. And when you do use it to cover text on a page, you can still see the text through it to a certain degree, because it's very, very thin. It's an interesting look. And again, I'm going to tear off the very edges of these pages, because that's just what I would like to do for this journal. So we'll do that, add one or two of these pages to each signature, and I will womble off and find some different paper to put in. This is an index page out of a large atlas, so I will tear this into 3 pieces, which is quite sufficient to put a page in each of these signatures. It was a really big atlas. I'll take a little intermission here to explain and ask you to please forgive any heavy breathing or massive sighing sounds that you hear. During my voiceovers, I often do my voiceovers sitting on the couch. My little dog likes to lay her head on my lap, and for somebody who doesn't contribute to the household or have to pay taxes, she sighs a lot. So I haven't got the heart to throw her off just so that I can do a voiceover in peace. So yeah, please forgive her heavy breathing, snoring and intermittent sighs. She has a tough life. For those of you wondering, this is just an ephemera holder I have constructed out of large C4 envelopes. It has side pockets and also top pockets. I just use it to store large pictures that sort of don't really fit anywhere else. Used to have them in lever arch folders, but I actually find these a bit better to store things in because they're quite sturdy and also keep things better protected, I think, than putting them in plastic sleeves. So anyway, if you're actually interested in these, clearly these have not really been decorated, but if you're interested in seeing how I made these, let me know and I can maybe do a tutorial on that quickly for you at some point. Most of the pictures in that particular ephemera folder have actually been covered on the back with plain paper for journaling space. So I am just going to use 2 of these, join down the short edge, and make pages for a couple of the signatures. This old magazine is from, I believe, the 1960s. These staples are tough, man. They built things to last back then. But yeah, I win. Eventually I get them out and we can get on with this, finding a few pages for this journal. But yeah, tough staples. Crazy. Yeah, as you obviously saw earlier, this is the first time that I've cut into this magazine. You could accurately say I've been hoarding it for a while. It's just lovely. Sometimes, yeah, I wonder. But now it's out in the world, and some other people can, get some enjoyment out of the old advertisements and the old, text and font and the rest of it. So, yeah, I feel good about that. But, and tearing it is amazing. It tears, it's like butter. It's just gorgeous. Yeah. Paper. Yeah, it could probably be called an obsession. Another thing I have been hoarding for a bit, a black and white ordinance map. I don't have many of these. I have a lot of ordinance maps, but just black and white ones. No, I've got a couple, but I really wanted to use a piece of this in here. So here this goes as well. I'm tearing into everything today. But yeah, you got to admit though, it looks amazing. So, it's time it was out there for other people to see. I'm going to use my stuff this coming year. This is what it's all about. I'm going to get into everything and share it with everybody. So it's about time. Okay, well, that's it for today, guys. That's our signatures made. I think there's 10 pages in each one. One of them may have 11, but aside, it's done. So, yeah, I will come back tomorrow probably and finish off the spine of this cover and maybe get these signatures in or get a few pages decorated or something. So, anyway, we'll see how we go. But yeah, thanks for coming along with me. It's been a lot of fun. It's going to be a cute little book, I think. I really like the way it's shaping up. So, all right, guys, I hope to see you again next time. Bye.